What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Game Changers. I'm your boy, Mar Socrates. I'm here with Boss Man J, Non G, and one of the young gunners, YNC. What up with y'all fellas?
Going on with it?
Man, what the business is?
Shit, you might well go ahead and get right into it, YNC.
Hey, man, it's your boy YNC. You know what I do when I do it. But, yeah. Hey, listen to me. We basically going over what would Nike be had no Jordan, know what I'm saying, took that deal, or if Magic Johnson would have taken the deal first. A lot of people don't know, because a lot of people probably don't, know what I'm saying, read about Magic now that he had to leave, or know what I'm saying, look at his interviews. But Magic was supposed to be the first ambassador for Nike, first and foremost. Magic did not take the deal. He went with Converse because Nike could not give him money up front, and Converse was the hottest thing at the time. So we trying to decide how it would have turned out. Jordan deal, would it even be Jordan deal that his mama was able to produce for him had Magic took the deal? Because me, personally, I don't think that Nike would have allowed the deal to take place that actually happened, would allow Jordan to be able to brand out from Nike and do his own thing outside of them. So basically, he went from working underneath them to being a partnership with them and branching off.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going with it today on the Game Changer podcast.
Yeah. Already. Hey. Oh, go ahead, no. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I honestly glad that Magic passed up on that deal. I'm glad Magic wasn't the face of Nike, because I think all things, I'm not really into coincidences. I'm into things are meant to happen the way that they happen. And Jordan being the face and culturally and everything today, he was meant to have those shoes. I think, and where Magic is business-wise today and everything, him going with Converse because they had the money. He clearly even said that he regretted not going with Nike because of the lifetime money and all of that, and
Wait a minute, Magic said that?
Yeah, I think he said that. He wished he would have took that money. I'm pretty sure he said he wished he would have took that money. I seen him doing something because he was talking about when he went to Michigan State and all of that, and getting the deals and all of that. He was talking. He said something wrong there. I wish I could find that and put that in the show, but yeah, like, I think it was all meant to happen. And just culturally, the way we look at the shoes, the way that Nike was able to sell Jordans to us, I don't think, even though, like we were talking off the show, and like, and Magic did have the females. Obviously, he was a ladies' man. He had all the girls. He had, everybody wanted to pass like him and do what he did. But I think going into the 90s, and with Jordan being the young guy that everybody was like, okay, he's next up, it just took him to the next level with the Jordans, with the shoes, with the look, with the energy. That was a whole cultural shift when Jordan came out with those ones. We never saw shoes that expensive. I don't think they would have sold them on that level if it wasn't for Jordan being the face of Nike.
Yeah, Jordan definitely tapped into the culture with those shoes. And I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of crazy how we still talking about those shoes in the same relevance 40 years later, where it's kind of like they're repeating, what would you call it, the re-releases and all this. I'm just like, man, I remember
look,
point in time, Go ahead, my bad.
What the Aqua 11, or the 11s that just came out? What was the ones that everybody just went and ran and grabbed this last week?
The Gamma, the Gamma 11, the black.
Yeah, the Gamma 11.
With the blue gum bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Look how. Come on now. Who else? You think Magic would have had that appeal till to this day?
Generating billions of dollars to
I
this
don't.
day, like yearly.
You know what I'm saying? Like people running out grabbing them still. Think about when the Jordans, when the re-releases really started heating up in the 2010s, when people was really getting shot over their Jordans. Yeah, people was getting shot for their Jordans for real. 2013, 2014. Depending on where you was at in America, you had to watch where you was going with your Jordans. You
Yeah,
had to really, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I
you
done
know what I
seen,
mean?
yeah, I done seen fights broke out over a pair of Jordan. I done seen people get robbed over a pair of Jordan. Cause like that Jordan shoe it signify that either you had money at that time or you was just one of the popular kids on the block.
Mm.
It meant something to have a pair of Jordan on your feet. But as I said, I think Magic could have pulled that off because
Mm,
with the rivalry versus the Lake Show, Magic brought on Lake Show for the Lakers
mm-hmm,
all time, no matter what. Can't nobody
mm-hmm,
deny that. Magic was Lake Show. Magic was Showtime. Same way football had prime, he was prime
mm,
time. Magic was Showtime. So I
mm.
don't believe when you just said that you think Magic wouldn't have been able to pull it off. I disagree with that. I think Magic was the face of the NBA, and Magic just the same way Magic passed the torch on to Jordan. He became the face of the NBA. Magic was the face of the NBA. Kids went crazy to see a Magic Johnson pass. They just wanted to pass the ball one time like Magic Johnson. Just one time.
Mm,
So
Yeah,
mm,
but after all that shit went down with Magic Johnson, I don't think he would have still had the effect that Jordan had with Nike. It,
that,
Magic
that
wouldn't been as big as Jordan is today.
that's hard to say because you're referring to off the court things. You feel me? Because Magic Johnson. Michael Jordan hasn't always been great off the court. So Magic Johnson has some off the court, bad experience also. But on the court, make him who he is. So the people gonna buy the Jordan no matter what. They just because his name Michael Jordan. So, but Magic Johnson got the same initiative as Michael Jordan. They both are MJs. I think
mm.
if Magic would have went and took that Nike deal, he would have been the first player to ever get a lifetime deal with Nike. I strongly believe that to this day. I think Magic shoe would have sell out the same way Jordan did. And I actually think that Magic would have been able to convince Larry Bird to be a part of Nike instead of Converse. Because of the rivalry that they had so much and the Lakers and the Celtics being a part of the finals so much.
Mm.
Just to have them two in the finals and having both on wear Nike shoes, I think that would have been unmatched. I literally think
But
that would have been
this
unmatched.
is also assuming that Magic never got the disease.
Exactly.
And let's say if Magic did take the deal and he was the guy, and then he got that disease, you know how much
It was
money Nike
derailed.
would have lost and
It was
derailed
derailed
and
the
had to
whole thing.
reroute? Yes.
Mm. Mm.
That's
That's,
all.
that's what I was talking. That's what I was speaking
I
on.
know. That's why I said you brought up off the court thing. But my
It
thing
don't
is
matter,
this.
but
As a-
it's
Off the court ended his career.
exactly.
Off the court ended his career.
And you
It's
also got to
public
remember
view.
this. You also got to remember around that time. Remember when Magic came back and everybody was scared to play with him. Remember that?
Yeah,
Everybody
niggas
was
didn't want
scared.
him to sweat on them.
Yeah, you know.
Motherfuckers saying that if he was on the court, they wasn't gonna play. That would have, man. Listen, Nike would have lost a lot of money had Magic taken that deal.
Mm.
I think Nike got lucky when Jordan did take the deal, and it worked out well for them. It wouldn't have been like this. Magic wouldn't have been still selling shoes today had it if Nike had went with him. Jordan was when Jordan became the face of the league. Jordan was it. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. He had the shoes. Then he came out with the movie, the tongue hanging out his mouth. Everybody,
Yup.
man, like anything that
We
that
talk
man
about-
did, that everybody, kids everywhere,
Mhm.
tried it.
But we
I
talk
mean,
about
like-
LeBron and how he put together his team or whatnot. Jordan was the first. Jordan had a whole plethora of people around him who put that whole move together. We saw the movie about the shoes and how it came about. And like you said, Nike basically got lucky. They got lucky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can agree with that. I can agree that Nike got lucky with Jordan, and he as the mom said, and even in the movie, if I what I know my son is full of capable of, and if y'all know my son is full of capable of, you know, I think we're not asking for too much. So in that sense, yeah, they made the right move by making Jordan the first person to sign with Nike. So that was a brilliant idea.
But you
I'm
said
not
something
gonna.
off the show. They'll never get that deal to nobody else. Nobody
Yeah,
else getting
No.
that type of
yeah,
deal.
yeah.
Ever
I
in
don't.
history.
And yeah, that why I was just going with it when I just said that was a brilliant thing that it did work out for Nike, but due to the fact that it did work out the way that it did, and Jordan Mama had the knowledge that she had, instead of taking money up front and taking royalty and being able to have him branch off later on and do his own thing, I don't think Nike will ever get somebody else that deal again because any shoe outside of Jordan 1s, Nike do not make money off no longer. So that means every Jordan that Jordan released under the Jordan brand is all his money. So that means Nike, that's why Nike always go back and drop a Jordan 1 for every Jordan 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, always on up. That's why they always go back and drop a pair of Jordan 1, the same colorway, so they can make money. But so seeing that happening, I don't think they'll ever get somebody out that deal again. Even okay, prime example, look at LeBron James. He got a lifetime deal with Nike, not on side of Nike. He got it with Nike. So that means no matter how much money Nike get LeBron James, they gonna triple their money off him no matter what. I don't think that deal that Michael Jordan got we'll ever see again from no other player.
Yep. Makes perfect sense to me because these corporations is not going to allow these cash cows that come in with that star power and be able to affect society in a way that Michael Jordan did, or have that energy to be able to move that needle. And you can have people run to the stores and line up and get all that money, and and pay whatever amount for shoes and resale value. Like, no, they're not about to get that bread up again. They ain't about to get no kind of deal out like that again, man, at all.
Yeah, man, because that retail game for Jordan is crazy. And to be honest with
Crazy.
y'all, I have never in my life seen so much passion about a shoe. Like that one shoe signified everything that you can possibly imagine. The movie, like Mike, the dunking by Jordan. Kids go to the gym with their shoes on just to try it. Even if they can't jump like Jordan, they just go try it. It's the imagination that Jordan gives you. So every time you put on a pair of Jordan and look at that sign and that symbol on that shoe, it give a kid life, man. I don't think I don't think no other shoe can do that. That's why LeBron James is not selling.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Gil M9201 in the comments. Appreciate you
And
watching.
Jordan, any of these kids who buying these shoes now, especially you a 15-year-old, you didn't see Jordan play. So it's all about the status symbol that it became. And that's kind of the reason why once I did get grown, I ain't buying no more Jordan. Man, I didn't get no Jordans until I was grown.
I've never
Go
owned a
ahead.
pair, never wanted to buy any. My kids wear them, but me, they just look uncomfortable as shit to me. Them shoes look heavier than a motherfucker. I ain't finna spend my money on no damn Jordans. I'm sorry.
No,
Man,
I think it kind of became like a what you call a knee jerk thing. Everybody just get Jordan because Jordan was the looked at as the top of the mountain, I guess, in shoe culture.
He was
But,
looked at as a god.
Yeah, but to me, individually, you know what I'm saying? I just, man, nah. If everybody doing something, you can't be doing what everybody else doing because it becomes something more than that. Because then now they can charge you $300, $400, $500, $600 for
And
some
that's
damn
why the
shoes.
price went up the way it did, because they was looking at it as, okay, shit, damn. We the first one that came out that was $100. They seen that they sold out. But shit, next year let's take them up to $150 and see what we get. And it went on and on from there.
And we all remember coming up in the '90s where people were getting killed over starter jackets at one point. You know, people in Chicago, you getting killed over a Pele Pale jacket at one point,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
over the Buck 50 hats at one point. You know, it's always been those status symbol items, Coogi sweaters. You know what I'm saying? That were looked at as top of the line items or whatever. But I don't know. This Jordan thing probably at the top of the list. This
Yeah,
thing got
yeah,
me
it's
in
definitely
crazy.
though. But man, shit, you know, lines, motherfucker got lines 3 or 4 blocks trying to wait for the new pair of Jordan to release, and you got people fighting in the line, killing each other in the line, and shit. You remember at one point, boy, if a motherfucker wore a pair of Jordan to the club and somebody stepped on him, man, that shut the club down. It was
Hmm.
over.
And to that point, we was also talking about just the mentality of some of the NBA players when they get into the NBA and feeling they got to keep a certain mentality, like we talking about, over shoes and over status or whatever. We were talking about how, um, certain players aren't getting the deals, or the NBA may not want to get behind them and really push them to really get them to be the front of the NBA or the face of the NBA. We're talking how Ant really didn't want to be the face of the NBA, but Ant kind of still got a little, he got a little edge, little hood to him. How
Little star
Ja,
quality.
yeah, how Ja kind of, even though his daddy there, he came up in a good environment, but he want to play hood, and just that mentality that some players, and we're like, how even some older players, Gilbert Arenas, he brought some, he brought those things to the game, and or to the locker room, and got suspended, and just how, you know what do players need? They need mentors. They need people on and off the court to help guide them so they can get the most out of their careers. So their
But
careers don't get stopped short, and stuff of that manner. And we know it kind of started with AI and David Stern 25 years ago. You know what
but
I'm saying? You remember how that was, like,
but is there any player in the NBA today that's marketable?
oh
I
yeah,
It's a
think
few. It's a
I
few.
oh yeah,
think when you think about marketing and like I said, entertainment, television, I would say in all respectfully and honestly, I feel like you can market Jalen Johnson. I feel like you can market Jalen Brunson.
yep,
I feel like you can market actually I feel like you can market the little the little guy, the Thompson brothers. I would
yep.
love to see. I would love to see the Thompson
He
brothers.
ain't winning though.
Man,
And that's the
listen.
catch.
Oh, you talking about the Thompsons? Oh, I thought you were talking about the ball. I'm tripping. Yeah, the Thompson brothers, they alright, but they ain't got no real personality to this point. They still young guys. I think if you talk about marketing in the NBA now, you gotta be talking about that realm of guys who right after LeBron and them get gone, you're gonna be looking at who? Bam Adebayo, Jason Tatum,
Nah,
Jalen
definitely
Brown,
not Bam. Definitely not Bam. Definitely not Bam.
not Bam.
I
Luca,
definitely
what
yes,
about Luca?
Yeah,
yes. Okay, perfect. Luca, I would love to see the NBA market Luca. I would, and cause Luca, no matter what it is, win, lose or draw, Luca always got a smile on his face. For some
yep.
strange reason,
No, not on
Nah, that
Christmas.
ain't true.
Not on
That
Christmas.
yeah.
Not on Christmas.
Shit, that motherfucker was sitting on the end of that bench looking like he had
No.
just lost his damn dog.
but I'm saying for the most part, when you look at Luca, he miss a shot, he make a shot, he always got a smile on his face.
hmm
But does that
For,
make him marketable though?
Oh yeah,
man,
Nah.
yeah,
he
I
is.
say it do. Yeah, I would say so. Nah,
Okay,
players I would
and let's take
players
it
out.
outside of these overseas players. We talking about American born, kind of like
Okay,
homegrown players. You mentioned Jalen Johnson.
yeah,
I don't know if he at that spot right now. I don't know if he a household name right now. But what about these guys who we thought was gonna be the guys? What about Zion?
man.
What about him?
I no, I wouldn't mark as Zion.
Yeah,
That leave.
these guys like Zion,
Yeah,
they let their personal life bleed too much into
yeah.
their NBA career.
Literally, bro. I don't feel like marketing them for the NBA would help them at all because when you look at Zion on the television, you gonna think more about his outside life than his ball ability for basketball. Now, who I would love to see be marketed, as I said, is Anthony Edwards, but
Yep.
Anthony Edwards he gotta get some better management around him. Anthony Edwards is a hood guy. Let's narrow this down. Let's be honest about it. Don't lie about it. Anthony Edwards is a hood guy. You know you got hood guys. Monty Ellis was a great talent. He was a hood guy. Gilbert Arena, awesome talent. He was a hood guy. Zebo, unstoppable, but he was a hood guy. There's a lot of guys in the NBA. They are hood guys. They need some better management. They need some marketing skills, and they need a little bit of work around the edge outside of basketball.
So hood guys in the NBA isn't marketable, but
No, I'm not saying it because anybody can change. So I'm not saying it. But at this very moment right now, no, I think Ant need a little more help on the managing side.
We did just see Santa Claus during the NBA Christmas rollout. He was on TV the whole day. I got tired of seeing that damn commercial.
Yeah,
And
we
that
yeah
was
we
a
did.
Sprite commercial. So
We
he
did.
is being pushed a little bit. You know, that's big event, NBA Christmas.
I honestly think he is the next face of the NBA.
But he don't want it. And he don't want to be.
it, bro. You can't stop him. You can't. There's no way to dull that unless he's just gonna go out there and stop playing. He ain't gotta want it. It's gonna happen. The NBA ain't gotta push him. His playing ability is gonna do that for him.
Fan favorite, yes. And Ever is a fan favorite, hands down. And Anthony Edwards has made himself a household name. I feel like he is a fan favorite to the people. And like I said, I would love to see Ant on the face of the NBA. I don't care. And Boston is my team. But Boston is my team. But I would love to see Anthony Edwards on the face of the NBA. He deserved it. I feel like just because he ain't got a ring yet, don't mean he don't deserve what's coming to him. Because the one thing about it,
Go ahead.
Ant has made himself a household name. Ant deserves some kind of recognition, even though, like I said, they just starting to give it to him. Ant had already deserved that recognition. When Durant put out his idol, Kevin Durant, in the playoff, Anthony Edwards should have got that recognition then.
But hold up, Chuck. Okay. You being a Boston fan, what about Jaylen Brown? Jaylen Brown got a championship now. So is Jaylen Brown marketable?
Yes, Jaylen Brown is marketable.
I respect Jaylen Brown for one thing he did this year when he became the butt of the joke about the little hair situation and the Beijing stuff. He was real transparent about it and made a joke about it. Did the skit calling LeBron and this and that. So I think Jaylen Brown really is one of them guys, because if you know his background, he like a fucking Rhodes Scholar. That nigga is real smart, you know, and he ain't got no real scandals or nothing. So I kind of like his personality. Would he not be marketable to you?
Yeah, I would say Jaylen Brown in marketing, but we talking about big name player on that team. The big name player is Jason Tatum on that team. And I mean, Jaylen Brown is a second role player to Jason Tatum on that team. Currently, Jaylen Brown. Currently, Jaylen Brown is leading us. Yes, and I appreciate him all the hard work that he putting in. But when Tatum come back, Brown would be the second option again. Anthony Edwards is the face of the Timberwolves. And people gonna gravitate to Anthony Edwards before they gravitate to Jaylen Brown. Marketing somebody is all about money. You gonna want to see Anthony Edwards face before you see Jaylen Brown face, and this is untruth.
Also,
I'm on TV.
I'm gonna also say,
What you saying?
even SGA don't have the personality. A lot of people would say he real laid back, he real reserved, but the NBA gonna put the money behind him. He's the MVP. Kids like SGA, they like his game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be in a lot more commercials. He's gonna be in a lot more advertising of the NBA. They're gonna push him.
Okay.
OKC is like the future team. You know they on their skid against the Spurs right
Yes.
now. They are the face. I would feel a Gen Z in a lot of the young kids watching them. So
They're the next dynasty coming up.
So SGA will be. I think SGA and Luka are your top three guys to market as the face of the NBA going forward, to try to get people to watch and to keep people engaged, especially with Luka and Ant. Why are they personality? You gotta have personality. You know what I mean? I think SJ got fashion. He got style. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah, he
his
got
thing.
style.
Like,
He
Nah,
got
he's
style.
fruity. He's fruity. He's fruity.
yeah,
Let's keep
yeah,
it
yeah,
real.
yeah.
When they were pushing him last year, when he did the Skims commercial and all that, man, fruity is a motherfucker, man. Let's just,
Okay.
man. Hell no, I don't think he as marketable as y'all thinking. I wouldn't say he marketable.
I think he leans more towards the fashion side of marketing. Not I don't see the NBA pushing him to be like
No, yeah, I don't
top
see
tier
them
in the
putting it.
NBA as
Yeah,
market.
yeah,
Yeah, he Canadian. He Canadian.
not for the aspect that you're saying. No, I don't see it either. But like
And
I said, not for like off like off let's say an offspring skit or something like Fashion Nova or something like that. She'll be good
Yeah.
for. But
yeah,
like for like we
more
talking
like the
about
fashion
strictly
side.
NBA, no, I got to
Nah.
give it to Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards
Right.
personality.
And
Anthony Edwards got a
want
signature shoe
anybody
deal.
that's not American?
Say that again.
Do they want to market anybody that's not American?
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
don't,
yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
no, how you gonna say that when the NBA sitting here trying to go global? They trying to be in Europe. They trying to be around. Of course they trying to do
Well,
that. That's
yeah, you're
go
right.
for
You're
it.
right. You're right.
Of course they trying to do it, but they gotta find the right person. They gotta find the right, because like I said, and that's where Luka come in
I was
because of
about
the
to say you got that
personality.
in Luka though.
You know what I'm saying? That's it, because you gotta have a personality. That's what I'm saying. SJ, like you said, he dressing different and fruity and all that, but they'll leave him for different types of fucking marketing.
Events.
Where
Yeah,
you know
event.
what I'm saying? Yeah, like you said, events and showing up to do certain things, fashion shows, shit like that. Whereas as Ant and Luca, these guys are overall. They could put them in a funny commercial. You could put them with an actor. You could put them with a Drewski, and they could do a skit or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the people that is gonna engage the audience to keep watching the NBA outside of just basketball. Because when we grew up, we had a lot of that. Dennis Rodman, Larry Johnson, all these different guys that kind of like, they did stuff outside of basketball that made people engage in the basketball. Where the NBA have that right now. Ain't too many guys got that. They ain't too many
Man,
guys got that.
these guys painting their fingernails. That's the next realm of
And
superstar. That's how you know when they compromise. They start painting their nails and doing all this old fruity dressing. You remember at one time they were using Westbrook. Remember Westbrook would come to every game looking like a fruit basket. Like
Man.
it was a lot. So
You motherfucker to do for some money, boy.
You ain't lying though. You ain't lying though.
These motherfuckers out here wearing halter tops and shit. I ain't never known a man wear a fucking halter top.
man, listen, man.
What, bro?
Russell, on behalf of Russell Westbrook, bro. Russell Westbrook is from California, bro. Like California,
Hey, so what you saying?
California and Atlanta people, they just dress different, bro. They don't, they just dress different, bro.
but we talking about marketability. Who you marketing to?
I'm not marketing. I wouldn't market Russell Westbrook. I wouldn't do that. That's just me. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't.
What's up, Prophet Mike? What's going on, brother?
Man, shout out to Nick Madden from Nick Madden TV, Gil and Prophet Mott.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, we having NBA talk, man. We just talking about the marketability. Who are they gonna be able to market once LeBron and KD's and all the
I already gave you the
millennial guys
answer.
go out?
It's gonna be Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards gonna be the first round valid. It's gonna be Anthony Edwards. Anthony
No
Edwards
one
got
gave
that.
you a top three. No one gave you a top three.
Yeah, Ant, Luca, SGA. That's who you got right now. Those are the young guys.
So wait,
That they,
Luka nice.
what about Jalen Brunson though?
And two of those guys are international players. You only name one American-born player, right, in that three.
yeah, Jalen Brunson, he cool,
Yeah,
but
I just
but
said. I think Brunson can be marketed,
but he clean cut. He like clean cut, right to the point. You could put him in a quick commercial. You could do. He ain't gonna be doing a whole bunch. He ain't too high. He ain't too low. But he pretty. He pretty much.
that ain't mine.
You know what I'm saying? He even killed. You know what I'm saying?
Your audience.
Mhm.
I don't have a
That ain't mine.
Shout out to Edie NBA. He says Anthony Edwards is way too cocky.
Nah, I don't agree. I don't agree. 3D YNBA. I don't
No, we
agree.
like confidence. We like confidence. We just talking about the other things off the court that he kind of like was getting dinged on, where we were looking at him sideways with the females and stuff. But as far as his confidence on the court, I think he went to that next step when you said he put KD out, and
But that's why I
he
said
was showing a
he's
lot
the
of.
giant slayer. He's definitely the giant slayer. I wouldn't mind saying Anthony was the face of the NBA, but I would definitely love to see Bronson as the face though.
I wanna point out too. Also, I'm saddened by the fact that we ain't even talking about Ja in this conversation.
Or
Because at
Case
one point,
Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham. See, we are missing some names. You right. That was a good one. And Cade Cunningham. We're not talking about these guys, and they really, on the upswing. Cade Cunningham then kind of transformed Detroit Pistons, where they kind of like a perennial All-Star team. I mean, not All-Star, a perennial playoff team now. So that ain't been the case for us to see them since they were winning championship with Rip Hamilton now. So
Yeah, I
shout out
thought
to Cade Cunningham.
I thought of K Cunningham. I thought of K Cunningham already. But my thing is this, like I said, when you think about marketing, it's more than just basketball, bro. Cunningham he don't show emotions and show everything that you want in a person to display your channel. And shows
Basically,
everything.
basically, ain't got a handsome smile. Then basically,
Yeah,
Man,
that's the
ain't got
best
it,
of
man.
all it is. But
Ain't got it,
just
man.
like EDNBA said, man, like he has a lot of on court and off the court problems. Like so, he said Ant got a lot of growing up to do.
Yeah. But my thing is, like I said though, he's the best marketing though. That's why I said that's what we came in about the management. We these guys need to get more better management off the court. Allen Iverson would have been great Allen Iverson would have been great to showcase the NBA. Allen Iverson needed management. That's what we getting at. A lot of these guys, they need to be polished up. Jalen Brunson, like I said, I would love to see Brunson. Brunson, you don't hear too much bad thing about Brunson. You actually don't hear too much nothing about Brunson. And when you brought up the Jalen Brown, like I said, Jalen Brown would be good for a skid or something in the NBA, but I wouldn't put him as the face of the NBA because there's too many names that's bigger than him right now. And like I said, no, he don't have legal trouble or he don't have off court troubles, but the people want to see who the internet gravitating to and interact with people on social media and interact with people on Facebook. The people want the people that gonna interact with them. Anthony Edwards last night, they lost bad. He got ejected from the game. He came back out and signed a little kid autograph and gave him a jersey no matter what. Ant gonna interact with the people no matter how mad he get. Somebody just gotta help Ant and polish him up.
He trying.
I don't see nobody better than Ant being marketed. After LeBron James and the Kevin Durant. Okay, look at this. Kawhi Leonard. They wanted to make Kawhi Leonard the face of the NBA. He was too nonchalant. Kawhi Leonard was too nonchalant. Kawhi Leonard had every package you need for an all-star. But his attitude, mentality is so nonchalant, you can't do nothing with it. That's what I mean by Jalen Brown. You can't do nothing with it.
SGA nonchalant too, though.
Yeah, 3D Y NBA, man. You're right. You said SGA a little earlier, and
Cooper
Flag and Wemby.
Cooper Flag. We missed Cooper Flag.
They're definitely going to be marketed going forward, and Wemby's already being marketed. We know that the alien, the 7'7", whatever, so we know that he's going to be marketed. But I guess we're going more off personality. Cooper Flag got a pretty nonchalant personality. He kind of just go out there and hoop, but you can market him. He is a hooper. He is a great
white boy too now.
He'd be a great face, I think, going forward. One of the faces, I ain't gonna say the front face, but one of the faces going forward for the future. So I definitely want to knock that.
Cooper Flag being a white guy also gonna play to his success as being marketed.
Yes, definitely. I agree with that 100%.
We always have been looking for that next white boy star since what?
John Stark.
John Stark, yeah, probably.
John Stark, because no matter how bad they wanted to change their logo to Kobe Bryant, man, look, That man, look, that man assist
Very
numbers
well.
is that man. I don't know, man.
Hey, and shout out Quality TV. He said that's what I said the other day. Jalen Brown lane different. He said that man is a rocket scientist and teach at a university in his free time. And like this dude is a literal genius. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to I pointed out the fact that he was being funny about the joke about his hair. That's
That
part
man
of
don't.
being
That man don't
marketable
care.
to me. To
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
being
yeah.
more relatable, you know what I'm saying? Being more relatable and not being pressed about him being the joke. So that part of it, I like that. I like to see that, you know. So shout out Jalen Brown. But when you talk about marketability, yep, somebody hit it right on the head. Cooper Flag. That's who we missed too.
Yeah,
And I do like
yeah,
Kay
yeah.
Cunningham. I saw in the comments Kay Cunningham don't get a lot of love outside of Detroit, which he don't because we don't see him on TV a lot. But go ahead, y'all.
Yeah, like I said, I said Cade. I honestly said Cade. I said Cade after I said Ed in my head. I didn't bring up Cade in the conversation because, like I said, when you talk about marketing, you got to look at more than just basketball. You got to look at variety of things. And Cade don't show emotion to you. He don't give you nothing to work off of. Cade Cunningham is more nonchalant, like Kawhi Leonard was. They don't give you nothing to feed off. People want attention. To get attention, you got to have something to feed off of. Prime example, the
So what did
Kardashians.
Jordan get a feed off of besides him sticking out his tongue?
Man, that's all he needed. That's all he needed. Like
That
they
was a
just
different time though. But what about
they
SGA now?
just
SGA ain't
self-explanatory.
really no real.
No,
SGA don't really show
No.
you no personality.
Shay don't show you no personality. Shay silently kill you on the court, walk off the court. He don't even get happy by game winning shots. He
Does
don't
he
even
though?
jump up and down. He don't have a personality. Kobe Bryant hit that game winning shot for that fifth ring. He jumped up in the air like Jordan. SGA don't do that. I can't give you a significant picture of SGA showing some emotion after something big happening in the NBA. Cause he don't do that. He score the ball, he go home. He get a steal, lay the ball up, go home.
So is that marketable? Is that marketable?
Yeah. And
He-
if SGA ain't getting fucking to the free throw line, like, what does he do?
Who he getting that
his
mid range? He
brand
getting to the paint.
so
He getting to
hard
that paint
as
no
hell.
matter what. He getting to the mid range. He getting to the elbow. He going where he
That
want to
brand
go.
of basketball
Now I ain't gonna
is boring.
stop that. Stay going exactly where he want to go on the court.
But
He
that
just like
brand
Kobe
of
Bryant in that
basketball is
sense.
boring.
Kobe gonna go wherever he want to go. Wherever my mind says when I touch that ball, that's where I was going to. That's why I was going to. Give it arena, post you up from the 3-point line and take you to the elbow. Wherever I say I'm going, that's where I'm going. That's
Yes.
Shay. That's Shay game.
I get that.
I'm going wherever I'm going. Outside of the free throw line, say I'm still
But
going wherever I'm going.
is that the basketball that the people want to see though?
No, I wouldn't say that. No, because that's why they were getting on James Harden when he was in Rockets. Nobody want to see a player at the free throw line 15 times. But if you remember, Kevin Durant early on in OKC, Durant used to have 40 point, 37 point. Durant got 15 or 12 points from the free throw line. Look, Kevin Durant was so silent, it just didn't look like that. When you go look at his number, Durant got 12 points from the free throw line, but nobody used to talk about it because it don't look like that. James Harden make it look like he going to the free throw line. I'm gonna make an emphasis to go to the free throw line. So Shea, he make it an emphasis to go to the free throw line, and nobody want to see that.
Nobody want to see that. So is that marketable?
Anthony Edwards ain't trying to go to the free throw line and trying to put you on a poster. That's what the people want to see.
Yep.
That's why
with
people
that.
love the Ja Morant so much. They love the Ja. Ja just gotta find himself again. He gotta find the love for basketball again. Cause Ja, he marketable. He got what the people want. I think he just going through a phase in it, like he don't want to be in Memphis no more. That's what I think it is. After he get out of Memphis and get to a place where he want to be, and he comfortable in his mind again, and he comfortable on that court again, he gonna be right back to Ja Morant.
I think that ship. I think that ship is sailed. He's been in Memphis for too long. He done stayed in too much trouble. Ja done, bro. Nobody wants to see Ja anymore. He ruined that because he couldn't get right off the court. Nobody wants
No,
to
we
see him.
want to see him. We want to see him, but we don't
I
want to
don't
see him.
care. I don't care to see it because he ain't explosive no more. That going to the hole and dunking on motherfuckers and all that shit is done. He was just like he was to me another Vince Carter.
Yeah, and
He didn't
no,
had to
that's
change
hard to say.
injury like
That's
that.
hard to say though, because Vince came in the game with a jump shot too. Vince had a shot.
Vince created a jump shot.
John Morant have yet to go anywhere outside of dunking on somebody. And we had the argument the other day at my house, at my mom's house, with my brother. Outside of dunking the ball, John Morant is a liability to everything else. Yeah, Ja is quick on defense, he can get back. But if you scoring the ball like Luka don't care if you can get back now. Luka know how to flat out score. You got players that ain't big now that know how to flat out score. So if first can get back quick on defense, they don't care. They can score. They got 100 ways to score this ball. So if Ja can't keep up with those guys, then it's hard for Ja, cause like with him got hurt last year with his leg and all that. That's a problem. He don't have a dominant floater. Like we brought up the comparisons. Ja Morant, Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose had a jump shot. Derrick Rose had a floater. Derrick Rose had a go-to move. Ja Morant don't have a go-to move. Ja Morant go-to move is dunking the ball. If you take the dunking away, it's hard for Ja. That's why Ja ain't putting up 30 points a game no more. That's why he ain't averaging 27 no more. That's why it's hard for him to even get 15 points. So
shout out 3D.
But I think, honestly, in my heart, if you take Ja out of Memphis and give him some better management and remove his daddy from the city.
That's what I was trying to get at, is that Ja Morant is in Memphis, man. It ain't that he not a good dude. He in the culture where, you know what I'm saying, he a young African American dude in that city. It's gonna be hard for you. It's gonna be hard for you. And your type of influences and where you at, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he really just trying to be a gangster or whatever, but even though that might be his image, but he definitely needs some better mentorship. And Mayor Socrates saying get his daddy out the equation. That's crazy.
Take his daddy
got him
out.
to this point, though. His daddy got him to this point.
His daddy is the problem.
Yeah, remove his daddy. Like I said, remove his daddy from the equation.
Hold on.
And that's not saying take his dad out of his life. Every child needs their father.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to say that, I don't know. But I just want to speak up for his daddy. His daddy did get him to this point. We can't give him that much, right?
I don't
know. His daddy did give him the opportunity. I mean, his daddy had to put him in position. Just like Jalen Brunson daddy put him in position. Just like Klay Thompson daddy put him in. Like, it's all these guys, they had a big part in it, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't want to...
His daddy is in the fucking way. Get his daddy.
I don't want to demonize a black father for being what he was to get the guy to the point. Because at one point, we ain't like Lamar Ball, we ain't like him at one point. They hated on Deion and his son. Of course, they hated on LeBron for doing what he did with his son. It's so... I want to give him a little bit of grace, is what I'm saying. Even though I ain't taking nothing away from his dad.
What I'm saying is, you too busy trying to be like him and act like him instead of telling him, hey, bro, you need to chill out, settle down before you fuck this bag up that we got going on. Because if you ain't in the NBA no more, we can't sustain this lifestyle that we live in. And you out here doing dumb shit for no reason. Like, what is the point of doing any of the shit that he does?
There's no point. There's no point at all.
What do you have to prove? Who are you trying to prove anything?
There's no point at all.
Rich. Fuck what the outsiders think. Fuck what they see and what they don't see. If I got that much money, I wouldn't give two shits about what nobody felt or thought about me. I would be tucked away, doing what I need to do to better my game and not be out here doing dumb shit that can end up costing me millions and millions of dollars. Not only that, my fucking career. Like, let's be for real. And then his dad ain't no motherfucking better. You ain't trying to teach him nothing. You ain't trying to teach him shit. You ain't trying to tell this young man, hey, sit your ass down somewhere. Because you too busy trying to do the same shit that he doing. And you ain't no young nigga.
Yeah, man, his dad, like I said, his dad got to get up out of there, bro. And
They
that's not
said
saying
Kevin
taking his
Durant
dad
dressed
out of his
up as
life,
his son.
but that's taking his dad out of his NBA career, man. That's taking his dad out of his job. Let's say that. Now we ain't just say NBA career, because it's a job at the end of the day. Taking his dad out of his job. That's just like me. I go to my job. That's just like any one of us that own a podcast. You go to your job. Your mom don't pull up at your job. Hey, my son, my son, my son, my son. That's not professional.
Yeah.
Remove his dad from his job. Get him some real management behind him. Get him some real therapy help. Because the
Give him
choices
a
that he made,
mentor.
they were just stupid. Like, you can't even justify the things that he did. The shit he made was stupid.
And I
Downright
understand
stupid.
protecting yourself, but damn, you ain't gotta show everybody that you protecting yourself. It just dumb shit. But that just goes back to what we said on a previous show. Man, listen. If your child grows up and does the same bullshit that you do, you failed as a father. I
Yes,
don't
sir.
care what nobody say. I don't care
Yes,
how
sir.
mad nobody fucking get. It's the truth. Every man should want their child to be better than them, not on the same fucking level as me. I want you to be better than me. But if I allow you to grow up and do the same dumb shit that I did growing up, then I failed you as a father. What have I taught you? That's all
What
I'm saying.
one person I can honestly give her flower to, and I'm pretty sure everybody else can, is Kevin Durant mother. Kevin Durant mother don't get in the personal life too much. She don't get in the NBA. She don't get in the workplace. Only thing she do, she get up and support her son. She show up and support her son. That's all Kevin Durant mama do. She show up and support her son.
And that's all a parent's job is when your child
That's
is in
it.
the NFL or the NBA.
That's it.
Just be there as,
That woman show up and support her son. That's all
you
she
gotta
do.
be getting involved with the everyday of what they got going on and none of that shit. Just support them.
Shout out to Kevin Durant mama, man.
What he say, she the real MVP. So
We need a lot more parent professionalism like that lady is. Durant have a bad game. You know, she might tell him about herself as a mother, but not as a person that, oh, don't worry about it. If them did that in the third, or the
I think you can throw Shaq moment in
Kevin
that
Durant
category
mama is
too,
real
right?
MVP. A
You
lot
can
of
throw
more
Shaq
parents
moment.
need to be committed to their child the way that she is, and not try to take over their child, but be supportive of their child. And I think that'll help out a lot. Like I said, so yeah, removing Jaw Daddy, get him some real management behind him, getting a real support team, helping marketing, give him real. I think that'll give him a real edge to be more successful in
I
the
want to be
NBA
fair
and
here.
get back to
I
who
want
he
to be
was
fair.
when he first got there.
I want to be fair here because you can say the same thing for Anthony Edwards. He need a mentor too. He need a team to hold
Zion
him
been on
accountable.
New
He need
Orleans way too long
Zion.
and still having no way possible, man. What kind of organization allows your top paid athlete?
he can't stay healthy though. So
Hey,
But
shout out to
but
3D
they're not putting
YCBA
nothing
in
in
the
place
comment.
to help him.
This man saying a lot of real stuff in the comment. He said Drew Holiday, Justin, and Aaron Holiday dad got them to the NBA, and we don't even know who the hell that man is.
hey, that's true. That's those are facts, man.
So
Great
that is
comment.
a good point. That is a
Great
good
comment.
point.
Great comment.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
But shout out to everybody in the comment.
Yeah,
Go
shout
ahead,
everybody
now.
in the comments, man. And yeah, that we just need strong support systems for these guys so we can see the best of their abilities going forward. I think that's what we are trying to say.
I think,
You know, on the panel today. You know
like I
what I mean?
said, helping with all court things, management. I think that's a big deal. And also, I think more teams need more veterans in the locker room to help these young guys. That was missing a lot. That being missed a lot.
That Charles Oakley who will slap the hell out you when you do some dumb shit.
Yeah. Nah, we ain't gonna say no LeVar Ball on Nick, man, because see, we seen the beginning and the ending of him. So let's not give him no credit for that. He
Shit,
out the way
LeVar
now.
was successful. Shit,
I'm not saying he
LeVar
wasn't
did.
successful, but we're talking about
No, we ain't gonna say
putting
that. We're gonna
putting the
give
kid.
LeVar Ball his props. He got his
I'm not
Hell
taking
yeah.
nothing away
where he
from him,
needed
but
to get
I'm
him
going
to.
off of what
He might not be the
NBA
most
said.
liked by some people, but I like LeVar. I like his personality. He dropped the shoes. You know, he's about baller brand, and you know, I like what he said before in the interview that I saw. You know, we'll push Nike, we'll push all these other companies, but we don't want to push something that's family owned or something that we see people come together and push their family's brand out there. You know, people didn't want to support that. I didn't really think the shoes was fly like that. At the end of the day, you still got to have a fly product. But I did endorse what he said about family and people getting together and bringing their money together to endorse what they got going on. So I do salute LeVar on that though.
Y'all took what I was saying wrong because you didn't let me finish. I'm not saying take anything away from that man. I ain't taking nothing away from that man. But if we're talking about what the NBA said about Drew Holiday, Justin, and Aaron Holiday dad, what he did was put them in a position to win and get out the way. LeVar Ball didn't get out the way. He is. I feel like his kids could have gone a whole lot farther if he wasn't as active as he was.
Yes, sir.
I'm not
Yes,
saying
sir.
take nothing from him.
No.
Hold on, let me fucking finish. I ain't saying take nothing from him. I'm not taking none of his credit away from him from what he done and how far he did get his kid. But what I'm saying is, if we talking about doing what you need to do for your child and getting out the way, that wasn't him. So let's not pretend that that's what he did.
He put way too much pressure on Lonzo Ball.
It's more than one way to skin a cat. He didn't do it that way, but he did definitely inflate Lonzo Ball draft status. That nigga wouldn't win no number 2 if not for the marketing genius of LeVar Ball. Real talk. And then
That
he
what
had
dad
already
is supposed to
coached,
do.
and out of 2 out of 3 of his sons made it to the league. So whatever he did something right, bro. He did something right.
He didn't. He didn't say he did nothing. He didn't say he didn't do nothing right, but he emphasized that he stayed around too long. It's just like Jordan, what we just said, he stayed around too long.
Okay, we can agree on that part. He stayed around too long. We probably
That's all I was saying.
maybe could get some leeway on that right there. But okay,
Cause man, come on, man, saying that Lonzo going to the Lakers, he gonna bring the Lakers a ring. Lonzo himself, come on, man. You going way over.
No, ain't nothing wrong with that.
LeVar was a great dad, though.
Highly of your child. He definitely is a good dad. I am not taking that from him. All I was saying was he was in the way for too long.
He was in the way for too long. Thank you.
He built a brand. Who knows how many hundreds of millions he made off the top of them? Because you know, he became a whole star in his own right.
Yeah. But
did.
That's just like what LeBron did. Like you're putting extra pressure and extra hate on your kids that isn't warranted.
Now that part we could talk about. Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what he did. Now you got a target on their back. Now when they come into the league, they gotta be exceptional. They can't make no mistakes because they are under a microscope and everybody's watching every move they make. If that boy go out there and have one turnover a game, they gonna focus on that one fucking turnover.
He gotta back up all that shit you was talking.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. You're putting a target on their back when you're doing shit like that. When you're boasting them to the point to where now you got all this pressure on them and they got to go out there and perform like this every night, no matter what, no matter how they feeling or how bad of a game they having. Man, you got to come out here and be Michael Jordan times 10.
To be the other side of that, though. To be the other side of that, though. Because we see T. Morant on the sideline just doing, trying to be a star, but he ain't really pushing nothing. He ain't pushing the brand. He ain't really doing nothing. He just want to be seen and heard and loved and be celebrated. But with LeVar Ball, what did he do with that? Even though he was talking, he put that pressure on those kids to go out there and perform. Guess what? 2 of the 3 got there. And then on top of that, with him talking slick, him doing all this, being who he was, he built a brand with that. And that brand is being built, and they got a name. So okay, that pressure
it was a whole success.
Yeah. No, I said he did a great job. He just stayed around too long.
They might have that pressure to be better in that target, but guess what? They still in that league. They still doing their thing, and we all know what the baller brand is. We all know what the baller brand is, even if we don't got them shoes, even if we don't got them Triple B shirts. We all know about it. He put them on. he gave them a name. And after their career, guess what? Them kids are gonna probably have more business acumen, more game, and be more fulfilled within the business world than any other than NBA players that are currently in the game. Not all, but a lot of them.
Shout out to 3 and D.
Yeah,
and to be honest,
but also we just saying that LeVar was basically better than what T Morant doing right now.
yes,
That's kind of
yes,
like what
100%, 100%,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
100%.
And that's,
Or-
I'm not disagreeing.
And you can't really say he got 2 out of 3 to the NBA, because technically all 3 of his child went to the NBA. One of them just didn't stay. So actually he got all 3 of his kids in the NBA.
Yeah,
and
he did.
he
Yeah.
got all 3 of his
I
kids to
ain't
the
counting
NBA.
Jella because he didn't stay. That's the only reason why I ain't counting him. But you know,
Yeah,
he got there.
but
so
he was
got
there. He got to the most elite level and he played in NBA games. So he was there. So he actually got all 3 of his kids to the NBA. One was just wasn't sustainable enough to stay. The other 2, they still around.
Okay, now one thing we can also get on LeVar case about is he didn't do what he's supposed to been did with them damn shoes. He knew them shoes was fucking them boys up, and
Hey,
you putting them
he
at a
he wrong for
disadvantage
that.
when they going out there. You
He
putting
wrong
them
for
at a
that.
disadvantage when you trying to go up against a Nike and this and that, and these boys getting hurt because of this damn flimsy ass shoe.
Yeah,
So
that
that's one
alone
thing
is
he did fuck up.
Yeah, he wrong for that. And I was gonna bring it up. Like I said, I won't give him credit. I won't give him flowers for getting all his kids
Shout
to
out
the NBA.
T3 T3
Yeah, though I said I was gonna give him credit for getting all his kids to the NBA. But yeah, we gonna highlight on the truth part also. And that part there, yeah, he wrong for that. Them shoes ain't had no support. Them shoes, he wrong for that. And you got your own personal brand, which is your children, messed up with those shoes, man.
Well, like you said, LaMelo was smart. So, hey, man, thank everybody, man, for y'all comments. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hey, don't forget, man, hit that notification bell so every time we go live, y'all can see.